They're back. Liverpool are back. Them damn set piece merchants. Liverpool are set piece merchants. Set piece again. Ole, ole. I guarantee you won't hear a word about set piece today. Set piece. We're pushing this set piece thing off to you, Liverpool. Yep. Scrappy 1-0 win, set piece. Arsenal win, set piece. Beat Burnley, set piece. We are now Clean Sheet FC. That's what we are. It's going to be breaking news the next time Arsenal Football Club concede a goal. Whenever we concede, Sky Sports and all them motherfuckers are going to stop, and you're going to see the ticket going on, and you're going to hear breaking news. Breaking news. Arsenal Football Club have finally conceded. Who is going to be the next striker or the next footballer to score against my club? Against my club. Like Neji says, isn't it? We won't get. So the marker is on. The marker is on. Won't concede another goal until the international break, and we may not concede another goal until the Bayern Munich game. That's the hallmark. And if you're Harry Kane and you're looking and you're like, man, these Arsenal men they're getting all hyped up about these clean sheets. Who always score against Arsenal? I do. It's looking long. 3-0 away, 3 goals, 3 points. Massive Champions League fixtures today. And you know what? I want to say this. Whoever at UEFA who thought it was a good idea to not only play Bayern Munich versus PSG, Liverpool versus Anfield, not only on the same day, but at the same time, need to get the shit slapped out of you. Now, seriously. Stagger them. Play one at fucking 7 and play one at 9. Play one at 6 and play one at 8:30. You don't play those games at the same time. Even if you have to play one at the early kickoff, so be it. That is criminal. But I did have to go to the pub, and I had a jolly good time after some rigorous therapy. Go watch us put 3 past Slavia Prague. And now, put my feet up and watch Liverpool beat Real Madrid. Lots of drama in that game. Lots of drama in the PSG game. The former Liverpool man. And Luis Diaz scores, then get himself sent off. The Ballon d'Or winner, who used to be injury prone, who we thought got over his injury proneness, leaves with an injury. And then Hakimi. Was that a red card? Did Hakimi sell it? Did the referee get persuaded by the tears because he was crying a little bit? Because a tackle from behind, scissor-looking tackle, the still motion made it look a little worse than it usually looks. But, it's football. And Luis Diaz is one of them, man. He's one of the men that we talk about that Liverpool are actually missing him because he doesn't stop pressing. He doesn't stop playing. But those 2 fixtures had deserved their own primetime view. What are we doing? And there are some teams in this Champions League that don't belong in it. And UEFA better not be talking about any more expansion of these teams. Some of these fuckers need to go back to Europa. Like Copenhagen and shit. They need to go back to Europa League with some of these shit teams. Because how are you 2-0 down? Tottenham get a man sent off and then you can see 2 more goals. Like, how shit can you be? So many stories and so many talking points today. It was a mad day of fixtures. But it's calm. When you collect your 3 points, you don't even get to worry about the message. You just like, hey, we got our 3. We're somewhere close to the top, somewhere close to guaranteeing what they call it, league phase top 8. Because right now, tomorrow Inter play. I think Inter is the only team that can go above us, really. So our spot in the top 3, top 4 is pretty much safe from here on out. Big up to everyone who's checked in, showing some love. I know you all showed love earlier. Wasn't expecting to see a whole bunch of you here today, or this evening, this night. It's early on my side, so pardon me. It's barely even 4 o'clock. It's almost what is it? Yeah, it's not even 4 o'clock on my time, people. So I can appreciate you, man, in the UK who are tuning in, showing love. It's all good. Big up to you. Big up to every single one of you. Alvin said, another one. I presume you're talking about another clean sheet for the Gunners. Big up to you. How about that then? Hey. So you see, look at this, people. All of a sudden, the man, Liverpool, they're not mourning anymore. It's cool. There's no Diego Jota hangover because they're winning again. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. And hopefully you take this momentum and you take it to Saturday or Sunday and you have a draw against Man City because I'm not rooting for either one of you, man, to win that. Big ups all around. Big up to LFC Monster from Bluebird, from Alvin, Bluebird. Yeah, man. Liverpool are back. They're fully back. What a difference a week makes. What a difference one game make. Because remember, Ruben Amorim was one Sunderland away loss from Sunderland, a home loss from being sacked. Remember that one? And then they win that. They go to Anfield and win. And then they beat Brighton. And it was all well and rosy in the garden. And then bang, they go to Brighton. And then it's a draw. Not Brighton, Forest. And then it was a draw. So it is a little sticky out here with 1 week to the next. When the football fan base in and of itself is very fickle and changes with the wind. So if your team is actually doing well, it's actually it's a very common thing, especially when you're a fan base that's starved and you see your team delivering performances away from home, shutting up shop, getting 3 points, getting 3 goals with injuries that we'll get onto in a minute. Big up to Guna SE. Hope you're good. Where's Trent now? Them boos, you can tell that it affected him. I'm not going to lie. It looked like he was bothered by it. And in the spirit of competition, I don't give a fuck about your feelings, bro. I actually don't like to see Trent get booed and Liverpool getting booed. But in the spirit of competition, those 70,000 Liverpool fans, you are a Real Madrid player. I don't care. But, what if the game is over, that's it. It ends, right? Don't take it beyond the game. But the minute he steps on the pitch, he's an op. Like LFC Master said earlier on in this morning stream. I don't have any problems with Liverpool faithful booing the shit out of Trent. So what? They should boo Vinny on every touch. Because Vinny was doing Vinny things. Rolling around, trying to get people sent off, holding his face and all this shit. In the spirit of competition, you do whatever you need to do to win the fucking game. So, because you imagine if Liverpool had lost this one with Man City at the weekend, it could have been long. The crier on the bench, he's Alexander Arnold, the crier on the bench. He shed a tear. Big up to Guna SC, man. Yeah. Damn, Anfield already ain't got no love. Great pass. It's called results-based analysis, right? If you it's very difficult in this modern day of football to tell someone that you dominated the team. They look at the scoreline and be like, "Oh man, you won 1-0. You must have scraped past." You know the ones. The cry on the bench. Sing it with me now, LFC Monster. Go ahead and sing it. The cry on the bench. Anthem was on blast for a second. We could have won. So yeah, big up to Ed. Dubs was saying the same thing in one of the group chats. D-Dubs, massive Liverpool fan. But it kind of seems that way, that Courtois always play well against Liverpool. And he had a worldly, he saved goals that he shouldn't have saved and let one in that came straight at him. That was a bullet. A split second later, he puts his hand up like that and he blocks it and it goes wherever else. But it was, yeah, big up to Gavin. Man said, Xhaka goal, clip me. All right, 10 minutes into the stream, Anfield the Red, we'll be here. I'm not at all worried about Sunderland away. I'd actually be shocked if we concede. I fully expect us to win the game. Whether we concede or not would be another level of disappointment. We win the game 3-1. I'm looking at the scoreline like, how the hell would we let these men score on us? They couldn't even score on United. You guys don't have Sky Sports over there. So yeah, if you're using DirecTV or Dish, but I have a different app from a startup company out of California called Prime. That's what they're called. They're called Prime. And I have Peacock. I have Sky Sports. I have it all. Sky Sports News, Sky Sports Football, Sky History, Sky everything. I just got to go into the UK section. I have it all. It is what 20. Hey, appreciate it. Almost midnight, man. Big up to you for tuning in. You're safe from the Bayern. Diaz got that red card. And yeah. Diaz got the red. Was that a red though? I mean, I can. European nights crazy. If you man watched the Everton versus Sunderland game on Monday night, there was a point in play where the ball hit Keane's hand. And everyone swore it was going to be a penalty. And the man in the group chat was like, you know what? In Europe, that's a pen. Because man's hand was away from his body. Today, none of the players appealed. No one in the crowd saw it. No one would have feel aggrieved if that wasn't given as a pen. But his hand was in an it's a voluntary movement for your hand to be up here. I get it. But you don't like to see those given. And if we're going to just like be sticking to the letter of the law, you're in the box, you handle the ball, it's a pen. Okay, fair, whatever. But, football is gone. These stuff, pens, night owl settings. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up, man. Spurs won 4-1. They are winning. Yeah, man, some of these shit teams don't need to belong in the Champions League, man. Oh, let's go back to call it the European Cup, because these damn Ajax and Benfica, Karabag and fucking, you go down 2-0 and you get a man advantage and concede 2 more goals. That is long. Vinny Jr. Hey, kind of bad. So I don't know. Maybe Bradley is just one of them guys that need a big team to turn up to motivate himself to play well, because he did play well against them last season. Big up to Godfrey. Godfrey, I don't know what's going on with your boy Ja. Mr. Morant over there doing the madness. Anfield the Red has no love for Trent. Bayern might be the best team in Europe. So, getting on to which, with a nice segue, we have them next. I think we have them on November 24th or something like that. November 24th, November 25th, right before Thanksgiving. That will be the true test of the Arsenal defense. No one is shocked that we beat West Ham, clean sheet against West Ham, Fulham, Burnley, even Slavia to an extent. I think a couple of people were shocked that we kept a clean sheet against Atletico and beat them 4-0. Okay, fair. But that Bayern, with or without Luis Diaz, will be a different kettle of fish for our defense. And if we come out of that with a clean sheet, now if it's a 0-0 calm, because we winning today gives us some breathing room where we can actually afford to draw that game, then we'll be on 13 points. Then we'll have 3 games to accumulate 3 or 4 points to guarantee a top 8. Think we're safe there. But if we beat Real Madrid convincingly, where we scored 2 goals and it's like pretty much one-way traffic like it was today for Liverpool versus Real Madrid, but it's only a 1-0 margin. This defense will really put the Champions League and the Premier League and all the leagues on notice. But like, you're gonna have to damn near need a referee's decision to go against you, or it's gonna have to be like a ping pong, someone slips, something other than a fair run of play for you to break down this defense. It looks bad. It looks like a scissor kick. But I think Hakimi saw that, and the fact that he went off, I think that persuade the ref a little bit, because they're human beings, in it. YouTube doesn't let you say ass. Now you can say ass. You can say ass. This is a cuss zone. You can say whatever the hell you want, man. Oh man. Big up to Scants. Good performance tonight. Got to keep it up. But this is what you want as the Liverpool faithful, right? A gift wrapped present from Emi Martinez to get you started. To blitz Villa at home, then you blitz Real Madrid at home to get the score margin, and then you have Man City. Right? So you kept clean sheet. Now you have this damn Viking coming to Anfield on Saturday or Sunday. Not sure which day it is. Do you fancy yourself to keep a clean sheet against this bunch? Against the Man City faithful? Don't know if you can. Erling Haaland scored against us in like the 8th minute at the Emirates, and for the rest of the game, we kept him quiet. You'll have a hell of a task on your hands. I don't think, even though the Liverpool played well today collectively, there were some individual performance. There was a time I was like, damn, is Mo Salah on the pitch? It shook Trent. He looked a shut of it. He did not look happy. He looks hurt. He looks like, I really think they would understand that I fulfilled my contractual obligations and then I moved on to a bigger club. Yeah, that's essentially what he did. He left Liverpool winning every trophy that could possibly be won, and then he moved on to a bigger club at the expiration of his contract. So, yeah, but that's not how football works, man. It's like politics. You know, like politics and presidential races and Senate races and mayor races over there in the UK, like for the mayor of London and all that. I'm pretty sure that stuff gets nasty as well. But in the heat of competition at the highest level, I can understand. Big up Anfield the Red, man. Big up to you, bro. See you next time. Appreciate you checking in. City, here we come. Now, City coming to you, my friend. It's a home game, right? It's at Anfield. You can't lose this game, bro. I really think a draw won't be the end of the world or the worst result. But if you lose this game versus City at the weekend, and then we pick up points against Sunderland, you'll find yourself 10 points behind. Not saying that 10 points behind is an insurmountable lead, but that would be damning. Because then towards the business end of the season, you find yourself having to go to the Etihad, which is a precarious position that we find ourselves in, where we drop points at the Emirates to these men. And if they pick up form and then we have to go play them at the business end of the season, it could be looking long. Very long. Big up to Claire. Claire has ran out of, or hasn't ran out, but has taken the heat that she's overloaded the membership gifting. And she's decided to send a super sticker to the chat to show her love, and we show her back some love. So thank you, Claire. Olise wasn't wonderful tonight. He was kind of wasteful. When PSG were starting to advance in the game, he did get some one-on-ones that I thought he could have done better. But fortunately for Bayern, they got their points, and they are sitting top at the Champions League with 14 goals scored, 3 conceded. They are looking very, very well. Big up to Darren. Big up to you, bro. Hope you are good. Where we at? 1 second while I get caught back up. I have to acknowledge Claire. Yeah, man, Trent look a shell of himself. Godfrey says, Vinny no longer the same player since that Ballon d'Or. He's bang average most times, even in La Liga. See, Vinny was never that dude, man. The thing with Real Madrid is that Real Madrid went from Toni Kroos, Luka Modric, Casemiro to Bellingham, Tchouaméni, Camavinga. Good players, but you can tell tonight that team was missing a Toni Kroos, someone who can control a midfield, who can control a game. None of those players can control a game. The leadership that guy provided in the midfield, his playmaking from deep, his ability to dictate pace of a game. They don't have that in their squad. And there's no Luka Modric that they can lean on to come off the bench. That midfield is not it. Can anyone tell me what formation Real Madrid was playing tonight? It looked like Tchouaméni was a lone 6, just getting overran by Szoboszlai and Gravenberch. Xabi Alonso, so you can do this shit when you're playing in La Liga and you have one competitor. The Madrid derby is the thing, and yeah, you got fisted up by Atletico, but your main competitor is Barcelona. That's the only person you're competing with the league with. But when he has to play against other European teams who actually have resources, who can match Real Madrid resources, especially a dominant midfield like McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberg, he has problems. That they are missing Tony. Tony Cruz is the biggest miss in that Real Madrid midfield. It's the most dominant 1-0 that you will ever heard. And it's off of a set piece, but we're not allowed to speak on it. Our pen was soft, definitely soft. You know it. Like as much as modern players cry about stuff and surround referees, most of the people who were doing watch-alongs, the players, no one appealed for that, really. No one surrounded the referee and said, "Oh, that's a pen." It was like, where'd that come from? I am now on TV subscription, a complete sports package with Sky Sports, TNT Sports, and Premier Sports, all for €27 a month. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. The package that I'm on, I got actually loaded on the TV itself, and I got one that's loaded on the Fire Stick. So when I do travel, especially when I was in Germany, and I used to go to these random cities every weekend, Prague. I really miss Prague tonight because I was seeing all the places that I used to visit in Prague when I was there. When I used to go to Prague, Madrid, I just used to take the Fire Stick with me and still able to watch those games while they were on. But this one is, I think it's less than that. Mine is $35 a month, and I think that's roughly the same. Or 20. I don't know what the exchange rate is on, but it's pretty good, and it works for me. It's usually like when the matches are on at the live games, usually about 20 to 30 seconds behind the live ticker. But it's calm. It works for me. I don't think Vinny has been pocketed before. Mbappe wasn't enough for our Bradley. Neither of them were good. They look out of ideas. It was a handball, Gunnar, but it was kind of soft. Definitely soft. yeah, he is. He's a head case, isn't it? He needs one of those. This fucking internet be pissing me off sometimes. Handball should be handball. No more of this natural position stuff. In this case, we shouldn't have beaten Newcastle. No, I mean I get it. Like I'm saying, it's an unnatural movement for your hand to be above your head. It's a voluntary movement. Your hand don't go above your head unless you voluntarily put it up there. But in the spirit of the game, you don't want to see those given. I don't. It's personal preference. See, if someone used their hand to stop the ball from getting to a player who I crossed the ball to, or use their hand to stop the ball to going towards goal, then it's definitely a pen. People acting like Diaz is the only killer on Bayern. Is massive on that left side. I think they'll probably play Gnabry over there now, but I think we can deal with them. But I need to go make me a drink. This internet's gonna piss me off. I'm gonna do what Hendo suggested that I do this morning. Unplug that motherfucker for a good 15-20 minutes and do it every fortnight. It is irritating me. Oh, it blocks my comment when I say half-ass in the comments. See, this is the thing. YouTube does their updates. They don't tell us anything. They just do what they do. Like I have to go into my comment section. I go into my comment section and see if there are any blocked words or any filtered words that I need to. But okay, I got you. Where's Claire? Claire came through early and dropped the super sticker like the boss that she is. Yeah. Yeah, he was wasteful. He was not on what we thought he should be on today. Many times he was when PSG pushed up and started to surge into the game, he had opportunities to put the game away. And luckily, Luckily, what's his name? Neuer had the game of his life that she blames Diaz stupid ass. And yeah, I didn't. It wasn't a great tackle at all, but I don't know. Hakimi sold the shit out of it. Now we're putting this performance against Real Madrid similar to last season. We played well. Real Madrid and City back to back has duplicated and get 1-0 versus City at the weekend with a similar performance. Yeah, so if you can get Erling Haaland to look like what Mbappe and Vinny look like today, it'd be a massive boost. It'll be big because we've seen Brighton do it. Erling Haaland scored at the Amex and then proceeded to do nothing for the rest of the game. Brighton won the game 2-1. We've seen Villa make him look not so great. He came to the Emirates. He scored on a counterattack, and for the rest of the game, didn't really do much. And Pep took him off in like the 70th minute or something. It can happen, you know. You got the best center back in the world, right? So you can lock up Erling and force Phil Walter Foden to beat you. Big up Claire every time. Kind of disappointed, to be honest, says Claire. I wanted to see him score one of the chances. I would have led the show with that if he had scored. Blessings upon to you, my brother Cooper. Hope you are good. Oh, yeah. Thank you for your support to the channel. Thank you, Cooper. Thank you for thanking Claire for her support. Yeah, she's an absolute darling. The Rodrigo situation could have cost him tonight. Not putting up a speedster against Robertson was criminal from Alonso. He makes bad decisions. And if you're a Rodrigo, these things have to play in your head. Like on this morning stream we were talking about, man, them who need to play minutes, man, they need to showcase and justify their positions in the World Cup squad. Based on Rodrigo's form and the minutes that he's playing, if Carlo doesn't pick him, no one could begrudge Carlo. He hasn't been looking good. Doesn't look fit at all. He was rushed back. I didn't even know that he picked up an injury because I've seen him in most of the lineups when I check Bayern Munich fixtures. The problem is Bayern Munich fixtures always seem to conflict whenever we play. So you know how that goes. I'm gonna yeah, that's what I'm saying. I thought he's been fit all season. Yeah. Facts. Gula wasn't really causing all those problems. Yeah, the Madrid team was dead. Man, frozen black when LeBron sees JJ Barea. You know, LeBron will never be able to live that down. That series versus the Mavericks might be the biggest blemish on his GOAT Hall of Fame record. I don't think he has a case. I mean, not for the Hall of Fame, obviously, but for the GOAT conversation. But that series, losing to Dirk, a 50-year-old Jason Kidd, Jason Terry, and JJ Barea, long. Ain't nothing. We know how we do over here. We say what we say. Robo was in trouble at all, and yet that's proven to be a weak spot in our defense. Shocking by Alonso. So I'm curious to see who Pep is going to put on that left side, on that right wing, the lineup with what's his name? Sorry. Oh, were you live, Wahaha? Oh shit, my bad, man. I didn't plan to. Kind of it's just an impromptu stream. Like I said, you know, I just got back from watching the games at the pub, and I thought, yeah, Wahaha. Hey, I'm subbed to Wahaha, and I didn't even get a notification that Wahaha is streaming. The football gods are watching what you say about Elise. Okay, all right. Yeah. Talking about Robo reminds me, did Real Madrid that young wonder kid on the bench that have been raving about? I didn't see him. You talking about the Argentina kid, that Franco Mus? I don't know what his I don't know how to say his last name. But if you talk about the Argentina kid, I don't know, but Xavi Alonso had him made tonight. Yeah, got out coached and out tacticked by the bald Dutchman. Darren said we need more hate alongs. You know what? I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look on the damn what you call it on the schedule. I'm not doing an Arsenal. Yeah, definitely not doing any Arsenal watch alongs. But after we win, I look at another game that's like a neutral, and I might do one this weekend. I'll put it in the community page. Yeah, man, big up. I asked AI which teams could acquire Morant, and it said the Knicks, Timberwolves, Miami Heat, Rockets. Thoughts? Not the Knicks. The Knicks already have a superstar point guard in Jalen Brunson. Timberwolves could go to the Timberwolves because Mike Conley is up there in age. Ant-Man is a 2 guard, not a point. Miami Heat, I could see that. I could see him doing the Heat. Rockets is a shout. Don't know if they have the cap space for it, but if I would rank him, I would say Timberwolves 1, Miami 2, Rockets 3. But if the Rockets could find a way to pull that off, where they can have KD, the Thompson, Amon Thompson, and yeah, it could be bad. Wasn't streaming, just shared a chat of African Kings. Okay, big up. That's it. Tired of watching Saeed. Saeed is flying, you know. Saeed's on 200K. You know, Rance, Lee Gunner. I think even Matisse hit 100K before Saeed did. And Saeed has hit 200K before all of them. Saeed is flying because Saeed just lets it all out, right? He lets it go from chest to meltdown to chest. So people actually like Saeed that he doesn't hide. He takes his licks, he cries on stream. Not literally cries, but you know what I mean, man. And the way United have completely made Saeed look like a lunatic over the past couple of years. You know, yeah, Saeed is flying, man. I wouldn't want Morant anywhere near my team. He is turning out to be a nutcase. I'm not gonna lie. Can we have a little timer for the hate alongs? It's easier for me to help with some of the timers. Yeah, so I don't know how to set up all that fancy stuff with it because I stream from StreamYard. Most of the guys who have the fancy setup use the what they call it, the OBS. Not on the OBS thing. Yeah, I probably could reach out to some of the other YouTube men and ask them what timers they use. But yeah, I'll if you can help and you know someone who can do all that, yeah. Send me an email or hit me up on BBK Sports 33 at Instagram, and we'll sort that out. But yeah, I'm not very tech savvy with this YouTube thing. Big up to Vigilante. Yes, people. Now, there's a video that I want to show you all, people, because over here at BBK Sports, we know what we're talking about, yeah? We don't just criticize and talk shit just to talk shit. We know what we are talking about. We know the meds. We know how the badness go. And on this morning stream, when we looked at the lineup and we're talking about Marino up top, remember it was like, now that we're talking about Marino up top isn't going to bang, watch him go out and score a brace, right? Remember that? Let me run the clip. Oh, shit, that's not it. That's the damn picture. Need to find the video. Till then, I try as a false 9 tonight. Seriously, this Marino thing is dead. You know what? You know that we're all calling out Marino. Watch him have a blinder tonight. Watch Marino turn up and score a brace, run around the corner flag, do a Leicester, watch him turn up and score a brace. Now that we were saying that he's gonna have a shit game and this and that, as long as we were able to push them back and play the game in their half, where it wasn't he has to run up and down at pace, that lays the groundwork for him to have a good game. It does. The first 10 minutes of that game, it was long ball, throw in, the ball was in the air. I'm saying like, hey man, can we get the ball on the ground and start playing? And the minute we got the ball on the ground and start playing, Saka got a shot off, went wide. Saka got another shot off from the left-hand side, even though he was playing right wing. Their tactic was try to be direct, be physical with that Dan Burn looking striker that they had. Massive. But as soon as you could deal with that, Gabriel took one to the face there, pause. And Saliba, big physical center backs, was able to deal with that. And the fog clears. I knew it would be too much for him. But big up to Marino. That finish was calm and composed. Look out. Look out, Sunderland, because Marino is coming for you. Big up to Vigilante checking in. The doc is here. Dr. Seymour Asses. My days. I should put money on what you say. The money for the Basque Earthworm Jim. Hey, that Views has. I don't think I've heard anyone but Views say that. I don't know if did he get that from someone, but Views, brother Views be wicked with those one-liners. Quite the finisher. That was calm and cool. Yeah, he looked like. Hey, I've been here before. He looked like one of them goals on the training ground, isn't it? Hey, just put that across and bang, it's in the net. We had other chances here and there, but can't get carried away, people. We're better than Slavia Prague, isn't it? We're better. Haven't conceded a goal since September. Right? That's the last goal we conceded, right? Was the Erling Haaland goal, if I'm not mistaken. The Erling Haaland goal was the last one. Conceded at Newcastle, at Anfield, and then the Erling Haaland goal. It's gonna be long, but I think our defense has enough to deal with the Sunderland attack, even if we rotate. And speaking of rotation, the gaffer, Lord Jesus, take a picture, take a fork in him. Arteta got the lineup right with the rotations in it. Because Nkapie got some minutes in the legs, got him a start, got him 70 minutes. So now he is match fit. We already know Calafiori is match fit. We already know Skelly is match fit. And Nkapie wasn't match fit. 73 minutes, Champions League. Now he is match fit. Declan Rice played 81 minutes, got an assist, and didn't get a yellow card. So against Bayern Munich, our midfield is set. It's going to be Eze, Declan Rice, or Zubimendi. Or Odegaard could be back, where it gives him more flexibility there, where Eze can even play left wing, and it'll be Odegaard, Zubimendi, and Declan. Would be Moreno up top if Gyökeres isn't back it. But he got the rotation spot on. Ben White came and got the minutes. Now it's going to be the next order of business is to get Ben White match fit, get him up to speed, where he can play a 70, 75-minute game and give a Timber a rest, just like in the Brighton game where Ben White starts, Timber comes on, have enough. He has the juice, he has the engine, comes on against tired legs and set up the second goal for Bukayo Saka. So the squad rotation for the gaffer today, he did well. Max is in the thumbnail because Max made his debut. Of course, youngest, blah, blah, blah. That's going to be all over the British newspapers. Funny enough, I was calling out Mourinho in the first half because he was non-existent. Yeah, the first 10 minutes, there was nothing to really talk about. I think the game really settled down in the 20th, 30th minute. I was cussing Mourinho left, right, and said, man, bust a goal and shut me up. Can't finish. Big up to the top dog, man, like Gianni in the house. Big up to Gianni. Hope you are good, bro. Another Rasmus performance. Another dead. Yeah, 0-0, yeah? Against Frankfurt. The Frankfurt that Liverpool put 5 past. Did Napoli turn into Kevin De Bruyne FC overnight? Nah, dead Politano and Conte. That's getting hot over there. Yeah, big up to Gianni, man. Appreciate you checking. Make sure that we're subbing to Gianni, people. He is going to drop some content here in the very near future. Make sure that we don't miss out on that. Marino is the clinical finisher. He is not a good midfielder. So are we just gonna hit him with the Giroud tax then? Because you remember Giroud had all the tech in the world, but he was slow, couldn't run. Giroud went to the 2018 World Cup, didn't score a single goal, but he was so important to the link-up play between Griezmann, Mbappe, and Pogba. Remember that one? Even some games when Matuidi started, he was critical to the link-up. 0 goals. He was fantastic throughout the entire tournament. And I know that sounds crazy to say when you're talking about a striker or someone who lines up in the number 9 spot, who plays an entire tournament, 7 games, and don't score a single goal, but you say they have big impact. We witnessed it. Looking back at it, people will forget it, but we witnessed it. It is the most KJ shit ever. I put this in the comment section of the catch-up show yesterday. Liverpool start winning, and then this damn KJ shows back up, and he was hiding. Couldn't find him a couple weeks ago, ladies and gentlemen. But he is back. KJ does content, people. Massive Liverpool fan, LFC monster. So make sure. I know LFC. Yeah, I know you've seen KJ on the catch up and on the Big Six fans. So yeah, make sure that you are subbing to KJ, because I know KJ is probably. I don't know if he already done it. Match reaction, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna do one. So make sure you all go and check that out. Big up to KJ. That Benoit high kick was quite the scare. No contact, though, never a pen. In the Prem, they would have given that. You know, it seems like the referees and the VAR in Europe actually communicate and work better together. Yeah, we got the decision wrong. Let's go overturn it. Oh, you missed this. Go over there and look at it. Blah blah blah. Big up to KJ, man. Well, he was definitely dead against Como. Granted, didn't watch today's game. Yeah, brother. Yeah, who were looking for you? Who were looking for you, KJ? Couldn't find you. I couldn't find you after the Brentford game. Yeah, matter of fact, you left Preach to get punched up. Preach was fighting for his life on the catch-up the other day against some 20-year-old kid on the catch-up and on the night out set things with the Geordie Dread. That you know, was it touchline facts? Yeah, Preacher was fighting for his life, bro. I'm like, where's KJ? Where's the help? How you gonna let your homie get jumped? And you're not there to help? It's true. It's true. But then wonder and be like, hey, that guy. And KJ's looking around. We're talking about who is that guy that's always around, but we can't find him. And they're saying, no, it's you, bro. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you I'm talking to now. Hiding. But it's good though, man. I'm glad Liverpool won. So you're back out of hiding. It's calm. They got the Paris man down. Mumsy and look, man. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. You know what? All right, KJ. Little man of Mumsy had the all right, cool. But you know what? Yesterday was my son's birthday. And if Arsenal had played yesterday, I would have had this stream. But you know, it's cool. We give you a pass. We give you a pass, man. But well done today. I just saw the show with touchline after the loss. Yeah, that guy was he's a bit deluded, but just uses stealth tactics. Yeah, you know. I'm not hiding, man. I'm just over here in the bushes. You can't see me because it's the camouflage. You know, the green matches the camouflage, but you can't see me. Well, yeah, make sure that we are subbing to KJ. Show him some love. Massive Liverpool fan. I'm glad Liverpool are back. And then we should see names pop up back in his faces. We can enter the chat. He's been... Yeah, man. Big up KJ, man. Love, bro. Love. But yeah, people, here's the thing. Tomorrow... Again, I'm really pissed at UEFA because tomorrow, not only do they put two of the best games on at the same damn time on the same day, but tomorrow we look around and we see now there are some big clubs playing, but I don't know if I fancy a lot of these games tomorrow, you know. There's not even anyone I can do a hate along on still. Really? Because Thursday, I'm on the Bruce Banana with Shane when these games come on, when the Europa League games come on. But tomorrow, Newcastle Athletic Club, bun that. I know Jordy Drake gonna be tuned in. Inter, Benfica, Leverkusen, dead game. Ajax, Galatasaray, dead game. Chelsea and Carry a Bag, dead game. Ooh, yes. Yeah, some dead games tomorrow. I might, yeah. Fucking hell. Oh well. But big up to KJ, man. I was a huge fan of Serie A when Ilicic uh, what Immobile. Oh, okay. We're killer for bro. Serie A in the 90s between the 90s up until I want to say 2005-6. Right, that 2005 AC Milan team that lost to Liverpool in the final. You know, Serie A was on smoke back then. I actually called that one of the biggest choke jobs by Carlo in the history of football, up 3 to the halftime. You know, but Serie A had some massive games, man. But yeah, it's hard pressed for me to catch a Serie A game right now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he's about, man. He's about. Yeah, man. Ilicic was, he was different. And there she goes again, people. There she goes again. She doesn't know how to stop. I'm always gonna applaud her, you know. The entire stream must be membered out. There shouldn't be a single person in the chat that's not a member. Courtesy of Claire. Maybe that's Claire's mantra. She wants the entire chat to be members. So Claire is on a mission. She's the sponsor. Matter of fact, the member stream that we're gonna do on November 11th will be sponsored by Claire. I'll put that in the title. Today's member stream, the first one ever, sponsored by Claire Olise. Yeah. So I'm taking that McAllister was the man of the match for Liverpool today. Did anyone perform better than McAllister? Scored the winning goal, or Szoboszlai for the delivery? I think Szoboszlai was top notch today. Let me see who FootMob gave it to. They gave it to McAllister, but I think Szoboszlai was class. He's been Liverpool's best player, hands down, head and shoulders above everyone this season. Not gonna lie. And obviously for the Arsenal game, it was Mikel Merino. I don't think Norgard was great today. I think Ethan struggled to get into the game, picked up a yellow card early. That will come with time. But the only thing I'm really annoyed about was the fact that that UEFA put 2 of the best games of the damn match week on the same day at the same damn time. Yeah, you definitely can catch him in the Waffle Downs chat. He lives there. They're not appearing for some reason. Yeah. So 24 hours after they're gifted, if they don't automatically get assigned, then YouTube sends me a notification, and I'm able to tell who got them. Never say no more. He was faking being an Arsenal fan to gain recognition. Yeah, but you know, what does that say about the Arsenal fan base? Yeah. So man knew that, okay, if I wanted to get recognition, let me go to the fan base with the most clickbait, with the loudest online fan base. But I don't know. Part of me doesn't really believe he's really a Liverpool fan. You know, maybe he was just scared of some banter, because we get bantered the most, deservedly so, because we don't win. And he's like, hey, you know, Liverpool are the current Premier League champs. They got history, Champions League heritage, pedigree, all that stuff. It's calm. Let me just switch to Liverpool. I hope he didn't think we weren't going to catch on. Yeah, hey Jay, tell it. Darts Man said Diaz won't play against us. Red card. So because that was violent conduct, then it was a straight red. It's a 3-match ban, yeah? So he should not even play until the next because the referee came out, he took the yellow card out, he said, cancel, straight red. So it should be what? 1 match ban or a 3 match ban? Not sure. Clear. So I don't think YouTube would allow you to gift the memberships and receive one. But yeah, you're definitely not wrong. Monster says, I would have had Bradley or Saboza as man of the match. But Byron Ekatike, that was everyone's best game of the season. Yeah, Liverpool. So that whenever in the next draw or in the knockout round, Real Madrid know, yeah, you're going to Anfield, they're gonna give you a game. Right? That 5-2 with Benzema was still there, probably still stings a little bit. You never want to concede 5 goals at home in a Champions League fixture. Liverpool have responded quite well. A lot of people do that, BBK. A lot of fans supporting other teams are suddenly making content about Arsenal every week. It sells, bro. It sells. What you'll never see me do, and I'm going to declare this right now. What you will never see me do, and if you ever see me do this in the spaces, please get at me. Where I'm making content about another team with the clickbait. This team is scary. That team is scary. You know how many times I have to hit don't recommend this when I see, man, Arsenal are scary 10 times during the weekend. It's not the same video. It's different videos. Scary this, scary that with the hand. Is that what you need to get views? Because if that's what I need to do, I'm good with the views that I'm getting. I'm not making myself look like a fucking idiot just to have people click into the stream. If you click into the stream and you don't like the content, cool. It's not for everyone. But I'm not doing that shit. Uncomfortable conversation. Marino is our best striker. Hey, Sheldon, I'm going to replay the clip from this morning when we talked about it. I'm going to play it again. Till then, I try as a false 9 tonight. Seriously, this Marino thing is dead. You know what? You know that we're all calling out Marino. Watch him have a blinder tonight. Watch Marino turn up and score a brace, run around the corner flag, do a Leicester, yeah. But we talk about it, we speak it into the football guys, and we say he's going to have a stinker, and man say, bam, watch this wicked finish. And we all know that he's good in the air for that third goal. He's really good in the air. That's one of the reasons why Arteta loves him, yeah? Because remember last year at the Emirates against Liverpool, he scored, delivered from Declan Rice off another set piece. He won that aerial duel and scored. He's really good in the air, but that first goal, that finish was so calm. It literally looked like a training, like they just did that in training. Yeah, we appreciate Claire very much, man. Big up to you, KJ. Yeah, Claire has just been taking her support to a whole different level, and we appreciate it. So 2 matches, okay, cool. Honestly, I don't even think man need to do that shit. You get recognition once you're in the community. I never thought I'd be a mod for several channels. And that's the thing. If you contribute to the conversation, even if there's a little bit of banter mixed in there. What I didn't want to do was to have, because I'm an Arsenal supporter, just have all Arsenal fans as mods. Right? So LFC Monster is a mod. Wahaha is a mod. Mido is a mod. These men are all rivals, but they add to the conversation. And they have great football takes, banter aside. And I can take banter. I don't know how people, especially man who feel like they can make content or be in comment sections. Bro, if you can't take banter, this shit ain't for you. Like the banter is what makes it fun. You just have to hope that your team is good enough so you can dish some back. And that's why us as Arsenal fans who've been suffering from PTSD are hoping that the club will give us something this year that way we can, give it a little more with a little bit of chest. Because can you imagine Boy 10? If Arsenal do a Champions League and a domestic double in a Champions League this year or something, a Premier League and a Champions League double. Listen, Boy 10 would be unbearable, That was the last of listen. Claire, you do not have to do any of that. That there are very few comments that I don't read. I will sit here for 2 hours and make sure I go through all the comment section. But big up to you, Claire. Yeah, it's Arsenal is scary with that. I just and people click into it, so it works. It's just not my thing. De La Fuente might know something we don't. That's true. Darren said you're a good mod, and more importantly, you're Retta. Darren is on. Darren is a G. G, top G. Yeah, don't you worry about a thing, KJ. Get the clip right around this time, eh? Comfortable man, Steppers. Yeah, he that was a calm finish, man. He just passed the ball in the net like the goalie wasn't even standing there, and just casually ran and did his celebration. You know who's loving this more than Marino? Arteta. Arteta is loving this. Because Marino is loving this too, because this he doesn't have to do any DM or defensive midfield work. He has Norgard, Declan Rice back there running around for him, and get him the ball in spaces where he can just pass the ball into the net. Imagine, imagine Marino get 20 GA this year. It could happen, Mikel Marino could give us 20 GA this year. Hands on heart. Your support is noticed, appreciated. 100%. Yeah, man. It's all love and football banter therein. The banter is mad though, man. Sometimes, because I tell you what, it's gonna heat up. I hope people don't think that whenever someone disagrees with me, I'm upset. Because even yesterday, it was yesterday. It was yesterday. I was reading all the Sheldon's comments. It felt like a back and forth, but listen, without y'all, it's just me here waffling. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I do love about this chat, if I do say something that's out of term or something that's incorrect, it's bam. It's quick there and it's put in the chat, and I'm held accountable. You man keep me honest, and I appreciate that. I try. I try to be cool. Now you can dish it out no matter how how shit your team is. Yeah, but it's for example, right? Who United have this weekend? You got Tottenham. So for example, you play Tottenham this weekend, regardless of how that result goes, I'll be cautious to how I dish it because I haven't played that fixture yet. Yeah, because I usually look at how did my team do in that fixture. So Liverpool plays City this weekend at Anfield. Liverpool beat them. Then I can't talk shit because when City came to our ground, we didn't beat City. That's how I kind of go through the season game by game. Where how did my team react in this fixture that I'm going to banter you about? Morning, everyone. Big up to the assembled. Boy 10 is going to right out. He is going to be well. Like when Boy 10 says, "I'm going to be here saying I told you so," I'm like, bro, I'm going to be too busy celebrating to care about you told us so. But not everyone can take it, and he's gonna man the quad man. Boy, that will be good for everyone, brother. He is going to be unbearable, brother. I said he'll ignore my comments though. Nah, brother. Nah. I may skip a few every now and then when I'm trying to play catch up, but I do my best to read every single one of them, man. Or when someone asks the other one when it's a conversation between them two. That's cool. But if it's relevant to the conversation that I'm having, I read it out. Boytown will be a demon if we even get one trophy. Unbearable. Especially when we accidentally win when the losing side, they know they're ripe for it. Yeah, it's just like man will lose to a team, another team will lose to the team, and man still tries to banter. I'm like, bro, they beat you 6-0. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's mad. But big up Claire every time, man. I would hate nothing more than an Arsenal fan making content about other clubs. I wouldn't click and I wouldn't watch. Damn, I don't even watch other club matches without a cause. Pick up the big preach in the building. The Liverpool fans are out, full effect. Liverpool are back. Goddamn it, City, look out! Can you imagine if Liverpool punch up City this weekend? Like if City go to Anfield and get a black eye, we're gonna be like, yo. All of a sudden, we're looking at the fixtures and we're saying we have 84 points to play for. You want to tell me that Liverpool can make up 7 points out of a possible 84? But there were way too men declaring the white flag and crowning us champions of October. I didn't like that. You know what? I need to go do more research in this because I've heard this and I've heard that. But I've seen him on the bench in many, many games. Now, surely the club would have did their due diligence in knowing whether he can play or not. He wouldn't be allowed to even be registered or be a part of the match day squad. But I've heard so much shit that I need to go do my own research before I speak on that. The quad talk, it's ticking up. Man, that's taken one of those fat Top Guna pills. That one will be more crucial than Saka at the latter stage of the Champions League. Question: will Tuchel take him to the World Cup? That's a tough one, because I really think Tuchel is gonna have to really look into taking a left footer to play on the left side, even though Grealish is having a good season. There are so many left-footed, and if everyone is inverting, you're gonna have a whole bunch of left-footed right wingers. So Sancho is not playing at Villa right now, so he probably won't go. So right now we're looking at what? Grealish and Rashford for depth on the left wing side. So yeah, Grealish and Rashford, I think should be enough. And then, but there will be like 3 or 4. Cole Palmer, Saka, Foden will probably in the squad for wing, and whoever he puts on the left side, should be able to give them something, because they haven't got anything on that left-hand side for England in the longest. Hey, big up, Godfrey. Big up, man. Big up to you. It's spreading, but I'm saying you should only be allowed. New rule, and I know AJ will appreciate. You're only allowed to talk quad after you win the EFL. So if you win the EFL and you're in all the other competitions, good, right? No one else. At no point you should be able to talk about quad without winning one first. That's what I'm on. So if you're already out the EFL, no. If you're not in Europe, obviously, but let's wait until the EFL Cup is won before anyone starts talking about quad. And if you're bounced out the Champions League or you don't move on to the knockout stages, then it's embarrassing. You're talking quad in November only to get punched up. Good luck with your exam, Godfrey. Chat GPT, bro. City and Liverpool have been going through a bad patch and are only 6 or 7 points behind our blimp. Has to be a pimple. That's what I'm saying. 84 points to play for. 7 points is nothing. I don't know how. It's like simple math. But, we have to go to such lengths to separate ourselves from this bunch. That's why people hate Lee Gunner so much, because he has to be so hyperbolic to make himself stand out from the crazies. Because, you have so much of it going on the other side. It's mad. Yeah, man, Godfrey. Hey, matter of fact, make sure you check back in and let us know that you passed. Make sure you let us know that you knocked it out. Man, don't even know how difficult it is to win a quad. Only 2 teams in the Prem have done it. The treble. I don't think the quad has never been done, is it? Wouldn't Rio be ahead of Diamond in all of the Cup and the national team? Could be. Yeah, and plus, Rio is right-footed, isn't he? Yeah. No one's done it in England. Maybe for experience, the next World Cup will be, yeah, that's fair. Because the 1994 World Cup, R9 barely touched pitch, but he was in the squad. Our blip this season when we start conceding. A string of match where we went to, hey, I like that. I like that wave of confidence right there. Uh, the quad father to the cod father. Yeah, it's trouble, but yeah, the quad has never ever been done. People, my match reaction. Yeah, trouble. Got you, man. My match reaction was supposed to be how long? 10 to 20 minutes, but it's turned into an hour. Don't know how it turned into an hour. G. Will said BBK, I'm still pissed off at the way Arteta approached a weak City team and a home iffy pool. We should have ripped off 3 points in those. Brother, so when they tell me and they ask me, say, BBK, are you still mad about the Liverpool result? I tell them.
To this day. To this day.
To this day. To this day, I'm mad about it. Because we should be a whole lot more daylight. Liverpool versus City, we've got 5 points between those teams in game 1, yeah. But see, and I was talking about this, the Assemble this morning. This is what they do. They're talking about, hey, look at the result versus West Ham from last year. Look at the result that we got against Newcastle last year. We corrected, but they conveniently leave this part out. And I'm like, no, you're lying by omission. Let's keep the conversation 100% honest. We picked up points here, but we also dropped points there where we could have done better. 100% to this day. To this day. Say he got time. 2 hours. Hey, man, you went shopping today and did all that, man. You know, it's I wasn't supposed to stream, but the wife's home. So I got some shit to put together. You know, they always go buy shit on Amazon and they don't pay the extra fee to have it assembled. So I got to go put a whole bunch of shit together now. So that's what I'm on. But I'm going to watch some YouTube in the background and put some shit together, people. Yes, I love Unleavable. Big up to Paris, man. Then wahaha. Big up to you, bro. Darren, man, LFC Monster, even KJ, who checked in clear. Love, appreciate you supporting the channel as always. Big up to every single one of you. Love for the love, like Turkish always says. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, we are gone.